Welcome, Ben Crypto, second episode. Today we'll be talking about the single best performing coin and biggest cash cow in all of crypto land, Stepn. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and if you're on Twitter, you can find me on there, Ben Crypto, and let's begin. Stepn, what is it? Well, it's an Australia-based move to earn app that rewards you for simply running, walking, or jogging within the app. And unless you've been totally out of it the last month or so, you've probably heard that their token price has been performing astronomically well. It's gone up from 15 cents to $3.30 currently in only 6 weeks. It's a 320% return in the last month, which ranks them number one in the top 100 in terms of total returns in the last 30 days. And it even ranks them number one in the top 300 list for total returns in the last 30 days. Look at how far they are ahead of the number two highest return, 320% versus 230%. This token is just absolutely on a roll. So how does it work exactly? Well, if you want to use it, first what you want to do is you want to go into the App Store, the Google Play Store, download the app, and then send Sol tokens to your Stepn wallets in the app. So it's not Ethereum tokens, it's Sol tokens. Then you want to choose your sneaker type, walker, jogger, runner, trainer. Now, the better shape you're in, you probably want to choose trainer. The worse shape you're in, you want to choose walker. After that, you choose the quality of your sneakers, common, uncommon, rare, epic, or legendary. Now, the higher the quality of sneakers, the more it costs, but then the less you have to pay to level up the sneakers and repair them, whereas the lower the quality of the sneakers, the more often you have to pay to repair the sneakers. Additionally, the higher the quality of the sneakers, the more time you get to run or walk or move around using the sneakers within the app. And then, of course, the more time you have to run within the app, the further you go, as measured by GPS within the app. And then the further you run, the more you earn in the app. Earnings are received with the game's in-app token, Green Satoshi token, GST. So this is different than the game's main governance token, GMT, but we'll go over that more later. It's been said that amateur players or slow walkers can make about $20 to $30 a day through running 10 minutes in the app, whereas savvy players who run an hour can make $300 to $400 a day. That's pretty impressive. $300 to $400 a day just for running for an hour. Not bad. The company's earned $26 million in revenue in the first quarter alone. It's pretty impressive, and currently they have about 200,000 daily active users. Not bad. More about the company. About 6 months ago, they were founded, received funding from some pretty big names, $5 million total in a seed round from Sequoia Capital, Solana Ventures, Alameda Research. That's Sam Bankman-Fried's company there. So a lot of credibility amongst the investing team. The returns for the early investors have obviously been astronomical, even higher than the returns for the early traders. The private sale price was 0.005, and considering it's currently trading at 330, that's a 657 times return, just absolutely ridiculous. And then this is even more impressive, the IEO public sale. So they had a 1 cent price, that's a 330 times return. But check this out, no lockup period, and it happened March 1st, first week of March, just a month or two ago. So if you invested the max $15,000 in the IEO public sale, that became $4.9 million in only a month. Again, $15,000 to $4.9 million and no lockup period either. It's just insane. I'm surprised, Bloomberg and Forbes and all those companies have written about this coin so far. Never heard of returns like that. Just ridiculous. Now back to the game's two tokens. So there's the in-app token, Green Satoshi token, GST, and then the main governance token, GMT. They're both on the Solana blockchain, and they're both on the Binance Smart Chain. GMT, the governance token, they're on some pretty big name exchanges: Binance, Gates, Huobi, KuCoin, FTX. GST, the in-app token, they're on Huobi, Bybit, and some smaller retail exchanges. So both tokens are not on Coinbase or Crypto.com. That's something to watch out for, although Coinbase did a couple weeks ago release their list of considering adding to our exchange tokens. And then GMT, the governance token, is surprisingly not on it, but GST was the in-app token. And GST pumped, I believe, around 8% that day, whereas GMT went down 5%. People were a little disappointed and surprised GMT wasn't on the list. Let's look at the tokenomics here. So 30% of the total token supply goes back into the move and earn economy, and then 70% is split amongst the early investors, team advisors, and treasury. That sounds about right. This is something to watch for here. So the total circulating supply is only 10% of the max supply. You usually want that closer to 50%. 10% means that 90% of the tokens are going to be unlocked in the future, and then they could be sent to exchanges and then sold, lowering the price. So if it's a higher circulating supply, say 50%, which is a little more average, then that just means less tokens are going to be unlocked and can, potentially be sold to exchanges, sold and drive down price. And then indeed, two of Stepn's competitors, I believe Digital Fitness and Dot Moves, they have closer to 50% circulating supplies. So that's just something to watch for there. The vesting schedule, so this is probably just gibberish to the average person, but I will summarize here. So the IO public sale, as mentioned, has no lockup period. Team advisors and pre-sale investors have 1 year lockups, and then coins are unlocked every 3 months for a total of 2 years for advisors, 5 years for the team, and 4 years for the pre-sale investors. Treasury is no lockup period, then coins are unlocked every 3 years for 3 months for every 7.5 years, and move to earn economy tokens have no lockup period and then are unlocked daily for 8 years total. So long vesting schedule, 7.5, 8 years. That's pretty good. This project's gonna be around a while. They're not looking to kind of move on to other things. What are the time periods to watch? So August 2022, that's when 30% of total supply going to the move to earn economy starts becoming unlocked. So that's something to watch for. And then February 2023, the 33% of the total supply going to the team, pre-sale investors, and advisors starts becoming unlocked. So that's another time period to watch for there. Move on. Now, why has the token price gone up so much? Well, it's a variety of reasons. Number one, the recent partnership with ASICS, the shoe company, definitely helped. The partnership allows users to buy ASICS NFT sneakers within the game to use. That news was received very warmly by the community. Additionally, rumors of possible partnerships with Nike and Adidas have certainly not hurt. Part of that stems from this guy right here. He's an advisor for Stepn. As you can see, he also is a VP at Adidas currently, so it's safe to say maybe at some point Adidas partnership might be announced, and the same way that the ASICS partnership was announced. What else? The team's staying really active. On the conference circuit, they went to BTC Miami. They participated in Solana Miami, the hackathons. That's good to get the developers together, get them communicating with each other. It spurs creativity. That always helps token price. Additionally, I like this. The team has a weekly Twitter discussion spaces session every Friday. So this isn't just like a one-off sort of Reddit, AMA. It's just a regular Friday thing. So it's just a good way to keep the community engaged, keep the project at the forefront of everybody's minds. Additionally, this is kind of unusual. The team's on Instagram here. Instagram is usually not that frequently used by coin projects, but fitness, that kind of goes with Instagram, and the team's sort of leveraging that. And they have quite a bit of followers, 19,000. Pretty good for a coin project. That's helped. Let's talk about the team. So this is actually kind of extra impressive. The team, honestly, not a knock on them. Their backgrounds are okay. There's nothing like really to write home about, which is just even more impressive that the project's been doing so well. I mean, this one co-founder, he just worked part-time at a gaming company previously. His co-founder was an ambassador at Algorand, chief strategy officer. She used to run her own graphic design studio for 7 years. So, I mean, these backgrounds aren't anything like super amazing, which in my mind, that's, even extra impressive that they managed to have the project be so successful, and the fact that they have the, Sequoia Capital, Alameda Research, those investors. It just goes to show, this project gets credentialed. There's not going to be anything shady going on in the future. Now, some things to watch for going forward. One thing is the similarity of their project to the Axie Infinity business model, in which there's two tokens, the in-game token and then the main governance token. So the thing to watch for there is that a lot of the people using these apps and games are doing it to make money in addition to just having fun playing the game or, getting in shape. using the app. So if the in-game token price goes down, as it did with Axie's SLP token, then the players are going to be much less incentivized to keep using the app, and they're probably going to leave. And so you see here, Smooth Love Potion, the in-game token for Axie went down from 35 cents to about 2 cents over the last 6 months, so it tanked completely, and they did see a corresponding large drop in users. So that's just something, not really a weakness, it's just something to watch for with Stepn. Additionally, the sneakers are very expensive, so high barriers to entry here. The cheapest NFT sneakers are 11.5 sold. That equates to around $1,100, and there's no other way to play the game other than buying the sneakers. And so, considering a lot of the user bases for these games are in underdeveloped countries, like Axie has a lot of users in the Philippines, some of the user base might not have that $1,100 needed to start running in the Stepn app. They are planning a rental feature soon in which shoe owners can rent their shoes to renters who then use the shoes in the app and then pay the owner a percentage of the profits. So the owner actually pockets a pretty high amount here. The owner of the shoes gets to keep 70% of the tokens generated in the app from the renter when he's using the rented shoes. The renter only gets to keep 30%. So if you're an owner of these shoes, this is a good revenue model here. It's sort of like their staking model. And that's it. So glad everybody could join me today. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And Ben Crypto signing out. Later.